Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob, the Rob's Nerdy Knives. We've got something really cool we're going to review here. We're going to take a look. Now, they're really two different sort of knives, but they're the same. And these are both from Kansept or Tenable, which is Kansept's budget line. Both of these are Blackbird Design blades knives. This is the Raven. We've got a budget one and a premium one. Let's take a look at these guys because they're pretty good. All right, today we're looking at really one design kind of packaged in two different ways. These knives are designed by Blackbird Blades, Vincent, really good guy. The name of the knife is the Raven. This is the premium version in S45VN blades, or 20CV, sorry, I don't know why I did S45VN, but this is 20CV black washed right here. And then this is the budget version. This is by Tenable, which is Kansept's budget line. And this is 14C28N, and it is a crossbar lock. This is black micarta with steel liners. This is titanium scales with flow party carbon fiber or Camocarbon. A beautiful design, and you got a nice clip with titanium clip milled, right? Works really, really well. It is right-hand tip-up only. It has a nice cutout for the bolster. This is a bolstered frame lock. This is a crossbar lock. Now I'm doing these together because really it's very much the same design in a budget version and a premium version. And I want to compare the two because a lot of times you might say, hey, I thought I saw a pretty inexpensive version of this. You're right. And then maybe I thought I saw a nicer version of this, and you're right. Now different, some of these are different colors, different materials, right? I know there's different versions of this as well, but this is just to get you an idea. Maybe to say, hey, if I'm on a budget, is this going to be a good knife? And maybe I really like this design and I want to get something a little more premium. Is this going to be a good one? I think at the end of it, if you have the funds, you'll want to get both, honestly. All right, so thank you to Vincent for allowing me to check these out. I do appreciate him. I'm not giving any sort of tip my hat. I'm not going to be kind of give anybody a free pass because maybe they'll let me check these out. Just be fair, right? So, if he sends something to me and I have some issues with it, I will talk about it, no problem. And I think he knows that, and that's fair. And, if you want people to be honest, and when they say they like something, you can trust what they say. And when they don't like something, you can trust what they say, right? And so that's I build my channel upon that. I'm not kowtowing to anybody for anything, right? If you want to check it out, I'm more than happy to check it out. But I will give you my honest opinion. Now, I will tell you, I did the unboxings of both of these, and a little insight, I really like these. They are really, really well done, okay? So, all right, scale materials. We'll start off with the budget one. Scale materials is black micarta, steel liners, beautiful cutout weight relief, a G10 backspacer with a nice little lanyard pin. I think that's cool. Steel clip, plenty of room in there, not reversible, which is kind of a bummer, right? I mean, at this budget price, might have been nice, especially with a crossbar lock. It's a perfect ambidextrous type of knife. So I get it. Maybe you want it to look nice. That's fair. That's fair, right? Blackbird Blade Designs. You can see there. There's Vincent's little logo. You do have a captive pivot, which I think is really cool. 14C28 blade steel. It does feel like... maybe it's a flat grind. I thought it was a hollow grind. It does feel like but it's pretty robust, thick blade. 14C28N. I like that. And there's the Raven. You can see that name right there, Raven. Action's really good. I believe this is on caged bearings on this one. Really smooth. There's no hot spots. Everything's nice and smooth everywhere. I think that's really cool. Opening, closing is great. Thumb studs work great. Do I have a little bonus flick? I do. I have bonus middle finger reverse flick. It does work on this one, especially because I can get my hand on that flat part. You can get in there. You can reverse flick it. Can I do it left-handed? Let's see. Absolutely can. So this one's kind of cool with a crossbar lock. Crossbar lock opens. Thumb studs open, right? Reverse open. Bonus flick opens. And it does this. Can I do the I can. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. And slow roll, right? So that's kind of cool. That's the budget version here. All right, so the premium version by Kansept, titanium scales, flow party inlays, titanium clip, bolstered frame lock, 20CV blade steel, and you can see the Raven again, Blackbird Blades design. I think that's kind of cool. Flat grind, nice thick blade, good use and everything like that. Nice cutaway, easy to access. Everything's nice and rounded, beautiful. You can see the the Flow Party Camocarbon in there. I think that's kind of cool. And let's go ahead and drop that. And the action is really beautiful. Thumb studs work really great. Do I have middle finger reverse bonus flick? I don't know. Let's see. I do. I do. Actually, it's really quite good. Can I do it left-handed? I don't know if I can do it left-handed. Let's try. It might be a little more difficult. Well, maybe not. Hold on. I guess I can do it. You got to go a little lower. Thumb studs definitely work really well over here. Left-handed as well. Thumb studs got a nice step up, kind of coming to a cone without being pointy, so it's comfortable. Lots of access. I'm following the line here. It does give me the most premium optimal. Same here, follow the line. It does get to a premium optimal opening and closing. And if I do the same with the reverse flick, right? Same over here with the reverse flick. Yeah, so really nice. It does appear that these are acting, they almost look like stop pins. They are stop pins, okay? So these are stop pins stopping the blade open. Nice and solid, locked in there, no blade play. No pivot lash, no pivot rock. Nice, let's listen to this. This one actually will have a little detent and you'll hear it click, so let's listen to that. Nice and clickety. Any detent lash? No? Okay, let's see. In there solid, yeah. Really cool. Really cool. I like this one. Again, this one here as well. All those things nice and solid in there. Crossbar lock. All right, so those are the materials. Let's go ahead and do some knife measurements. Why not? That'll give you another idea between the two. All right, so here we go. Oh, let's zero that out. So this is the budget version. Steel liners, 14C28, black micarta scales. That looks like canvas micarta. 3.5 ounces. Not bad. Not bad for knife here. All right, let's see this titanium. Now we do have some. It doesn't look like there's any weight relief, but remember this flow party carbon fiber inlays. They're in here. It does maybe take off a little weight. They might feel pretty close. This might be a little heavier. I don't know. 3.9. Yeah, 3.9 ounces. So definitely a little bit heavier. Keep that in mind. I mean, it's not bad. It's just definitely going to be a little bit heavier, I think. All right, so let's go ahead and do some measurements. These should be pretty close if I remember correctly. I did kind of check it out, I think, when I did the unboxing, but let's just double check. So the premium is going to be 7, just a hair over 7.5 inches. Let's see. The budget version is right at 7 inches, so just ever so slightly similar. Handle area, if you from the choke up position down here, you're about, if you go to the back, about 4 1/8. If you go from inside here to maybe there, you're about 4 7/8, right? Let's see over here, we got 4 1/8. If you go inside, 4 7/8. Yeah, so it's pretty identical. Blade length on this guy, the premium, is going to be about 3 1/8, maybe 3. You know, going to the tip to the scale, and you are about the same, 3 1/8. Blade length is about 3 1/4, and blade length is 3 1/4. There you go. Pretty identical for the two, which is kind of expected. I mean, it's the same design. We just got a budget version, and then we've got a more premium version, which I think is kind of cool. All right, let's go ahead and measure the blade stock thickness. On the premium, we're dealing with 119 thousandths of an inch. Let's see, are they close over here? 118 thousandths of an inch. So fairly close between the two. Pretty decent blade stock thickness. All right, so these are the two. Now, we got the weight, we got the blade stock thickness. What's the big difference? Let's look at the knife category for pricing. All right, so the two prices, we're dealing $59. Now, if you get a White Mountain Knives, you could probably get 10% off, but man, that's a great price. At 10% off, that's $5.95 off. You're real close to the super budget realm, but you're not really quite there yet. So we're just over $50 to $60. That's a great deal, great deal. This is the Flow Party carbon fiber inlaid 20 CV. This one is $189. Now they have some 20 CVs with different inlays that are like $170, $169, $89, and then you have one with Damascus inlay and even Damascus steel, about $250. So there's some variant versions. This is a really nice one with the black wash on this one with the Flow Party carbon fiber. I think it's really nice for $190. You're looking at $190. Again, if you go to like White Mountain Knives, you use RNK10, get yourself 10% off. You would get like $18.90 90 cents off, 95 cents off. So that's a pretty good little deal. I mean, I think that's a fairly, for the materials you get and the quality you get, super solid, right? Definitely nice and dead nut centered, fully engaged over here. I think that's really, 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 really good. So definitely a budget knife, definitely a regular knife category. All right, purpose, are they collection pieces? Budget knives typically aren't collection pieces for me, but hey, you can collect what you want, right? This would be more in line with a collection piece. But I also carry every knife I collect. Is it hard use? I think so. Hard use crossbar lock is going to be nice and solid. I think it's definitely worth considering, especially for the price and what you get, how much you can use it. The frame lock, bolstered frame lock, I think it's nice. Great materials on this one. I hit my thumb. Great knife on this one. Great materials. This could definitely be a collection piece, but I think it also would be hard use. It does have the frame lock, which I think gives you a little extra stability probably. I'm a fan of that for hard use, right? Both are absolutely EDC knives. Overall design, the ergos, feel, and action. So the handles, both of these are outstanding. No sharp spots, no hot spots, even with the titanium clip. Super comfortable in hand. I like all of this. The jimping here is pretty aggressive. It does work, keeps you locked in. So if you want that, the jimping over here, not quite as aggressive, but it does lock you in. Maybe with thicker gloves, you could probably get locked in. This is definitely the better jimping of the two. So the handles are great. I love the flow party carbon fiber. I think that's really nice. All right, opening and closing with the crossbar lock. It's really solid. I do like that. I love the bonus flick that you have in there. And of course, with the crossbar lock, you get that whole thing going on there. Yeah, I love everything about this one as well. The handles, open and close, just fantastic. Not a whole lot of texturing on these guys. I mean, except up here, you know, there's a little contour, some things on here that over here you have a little shape on the milling of the micarta. I think that's interesting, right? Jimping, we talked about that. There's very little jimping on here. I would say there's a nice cutaway right here, right? The chamfering really, but the jimping up here is nice. On the thumb studs, it works really well. Both sets of thumb studs work outstandingly. I like both sets of thumb studs. Easy access, they work well. The clip, for the price, a steel clip, this is great. I mean, it really is. For a more premium knife, this clip is also very nice. Definitely just helps justify the cost, right? Lanyard, there's a pin for the lanyard, and then we have a pin for the lanyard. So definitely, lanyard folks, rejoice. You can definitely get that in there. I think you'll be happy with that. All right, ergos and feel. Both of them feel really great. Really, really great in hand. Obviously, I will tell you this is more premium. It does feel more premium. It does feel a little more posh, a little more luxurious, a little more sumptuous, a little more, you know, delightful, right? So, sumptuously delightful knife. So there you go. And those of you guys who watched this review all the way to the end and you hear this, I'm sure you guys will make a comment about the sumptuously delightful Raven here, because it is. It's pretty sumptuously delightful. It's like a flow party of goodness, carbon fiber of goodness. So there you go. All right, yeah, I love the action on this. The frame lock, the bolster frame lock is nice. Action is really, really smooth. I didn't get to put skiffs in this because of the way Kansept does the washers. They do this little milling out, so they sit in the track, and the skiffs don't fit in that track exactly because they're not exactly the same dimensions for where they put the caged bearings. Yeah, so I do like that about the two. The design flow is great, super comfortable. Function is great. Both work really great. I mean, 14C28, 20CV. I mean, it's you know, get both. Get one be a abuser, beat up knife. This will definitely be that. You'll feel no shame, and you'll feel very solid and comfortable in this knife because it just works. Then you have a little nicer. Definitely could be kind of like a date night, you know, church kind of knife, you know. But still, you could use it and abuse it, right? You can still use it. It's a solid knife. All right, fidget factor, what do I think on these guys? All right, so fidget factor on these knives. You have a bolster frame lock, easy access. It closes well. Thumb studs work great, both reverse and left. Middle finger reverse flick works really nice. And it does work on the other hand here as well. Get down there. Oh, sorry. There you go. As long as you're putting pressure on the lock bar, it works really great. Reverse flick, all that stuff is really nice. So I'm going to say the fidget factor scale on this one, I'm going to give it a 4 because everything else is really good. Getting to the lock bar, closing, just really a delight. Really a delight. I like that a lot. super comfortable. So I do like that. Now this one, it's got a little more for fidget factor. You've got the thumb studs, which is cool. You have the blade, middle finger reverse flake, and then of course you have the crossbar lock. So that gives you a little extra. So I gave it a 4. I'm gonna give this one give it a 6. This is gonna get a 6 because of that, especially because of the reverse bonus flick right here. Now with no frame lock, it works really well left-handed, right? So I can work that pretty solidly. So I'm gonna give it a 6. All right, fidgety goodness. This gets an A+. I'm gonna give it a 98. I don't know why I won't give it 100. It's close to getting 100. Maybe it should get 100. I guess I'm a little miffed about the washers. I really wish. I want to put skiffs in there because this thing would be even more buttery smooth, and it would be in that delightful super mega 10 kind of thing with the skiffs. I think it just would warrant it, but it is what it is. So, but it's still absolutely solid. So 98. This one for the price, $59, and that's not even including a 10% discount. So I mean, seriously, this is it's just nuts how great of a deal this is. For 4 out of 10, I'm going to give this 100. Again, I'm dealing with a price range, $59 compared to $190. Now, $190, this delivers, and it delivers really well. It delivers a 98, would almost be 100, quite frankly, if I could put skiffs on there. That's the only thing that kind of bothers me, right? It's still great. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I still like it. But, you know, it's always nice to be able to skiff a knife. This, for what you're paying for, it is a ridiculous budget value. This is why I was glad to do both of these together, right? Because what are my final thoughts? What do I recommend? Are these recommended? They're both absolutely recommended, no question. It's a no-brainer to do these two together. Are they in my favorites? Both are. Absolutely. This is a favorite for a budget knife. Absolutely worth considering for a budget knife. This is a favorite for a little nicer knife. If you got $190, you want to get a more premium knife, and you like this concept design, which I do. I really like the Raven. This is one of my, gotta be honest with you. As I think about this and all the concept knives I've handled, this is my favorite design. I love the look and aesthetics of this design over all the other concept knives. Now, my first, Tenable knife, and it delivers as well as a concept. So I love that. That's a beautiful experience. But these are my favorite concept designs out there. Now, I love the fact that it's Vincent and a really cool guy who did it. It's not me saying that because I know Vincent. It's not me saying that because I got these knives. It's not me saying any of that. I like them. I genuinely like them. This would be a gift knife that I would buy for friends. If I have a $50, $60 friend, this is the knife I'd buy. If I had a $190 friend, and I call that a $190 friend because, some of us can hardly even imagine spending $190 on a knife, but sometimes, you get to a point where you might spend 100 or more on a friend. I mean, if they're a really good friend and you want to do something super special, I've seen friends give each other thousands of dollars of gifts, and you're not spouses or anything like that. You can do that, right? So this definitely would fall into that. And then this would be the more budget friendly. If you're on a budget, this is still really nice. So both recommend it. Now, are they my favorites? Again, a no-brainer. They're both absolutely my favorites. I like both of these. So yeah, definitely both are favorites. Highly, highly recommend them. Let's do a little shot here with them in the video here. I just want to get a nice little shot with both of these guys for the thumbnail. So if you wouldn't mind, we will do that, right? And then of course, you know what? Let's zoom in so you guys can see that. I think you might want to see that. Just get a nice close up here of the two knives. What do you think? And then I'll go ahead and do a little flip on the two. Let's do that. What do you think about that? Pretty nice little knives, I think. I'm rather impressed, and I really appreciate Vincent let me check these out. Gotta go check Blackbird Blades. Dude is freaking amazing. He's a super cool guy. Super cool guy. I have the Grackle. I had the Grackle folder. Ended up giving it a giveaway on the channel. I guarantee you, I hold on to a knife long enough, it might end up being a giveaway. I have grails. Like I got this one recently from Freedom Knife Shop. Love those guys. This will be a giveaway in the future. I like this knife a lot, and I really want to keep it, and I'll keep it probably for a while, and I'll do a lot of content on this, but it'll eventually be a giveaway. But it's a beautiful knife. I love this knife. Very impressed with the Bel Air XL. I'm so glad they did a larger version. Just like I'm very impressed that Vincent and Kansept did a budget version and a premium version. It gives you options. They're both really good. I'm a fan. I'm a fan, and this is my choice to be a fan. I'm not going to give you a pass. I like Vincent, but I'm not going to give him a pass. I am willing to burn bridges, and I have, to be honest with my reviews. Some people are fine with it, and some people are just really classy people in the knife community. I love them because I can be honest. I can say these are things that I think would be improved. Now, it's their choice whether they want to improve it or not. It's absolutely 100% their choice. If they want to do it, they can do it. If they don't, they don't. But I'm going to tell you what I think might be worth considering, at least a thought. And I hope they have. I hope they do. These are great. These are great. Recommended favorites, 100%. I just like the fact that you can get a great budget knife like this. This would be, like I said, if I didn't give all my knives away, all my budget knives away, this would be a car knife. I would have it in the car as a backup knife. It's really solid. This is a nice one. Now, Vincent gave this to me as a gift, so I don't know if this is going to be given away. This was given as a gift, so I have a rule about gifts. If you're gifting me a knife, and it's a knife for me, then I don't give it away. I've gotten a few like that, and those are special. And I believe that is what this was. I will check with Vincent. If he's cool with making this a giveaway knife, that this would be a very special, super special giveaway if we did. But I got to be fair with you, fair to you. If this was gifted to me because he just out of generous of his heart, I don't re-gift. I take this. Giving a knife and receiving a knife to me is a great honor. It really is. It means a lot. I don't hold to the tradition that you never give someone a knife without taking a penny. If that's your thing, I respect it. It's fine. If that's important to you, I'm not knocking it. It's just it's not for me, right? But I do believe giving a knife to me is an incredibly huge honor. Incredibly huge honor. And this would be no exception. So I thank Vincent for this. This one is really cool. Even though I couldn't put skiffs in this, man, it makes me want to go get some caged bearings that I can make it work. I have seriously considered polishing those bearings to see if I can get the track out so I can put skiffs in there. Don't know if I can do it. I have thought of it. I don't know if that's going to be worth the effort, and I'll totally ruin the knife, so I just kind of want to get new caged bearings if I could. But I do like this. Action is beautifully sweet. It is very buttery smooth. I did take it apart, tune it, clean it, make sure there's nothing in there, and that did help. Made it really nice. So if you get one of these and it's not super smooth, take it apart, clean it. Definitely recommend that. All right, definitely recommended knives. Like these both. Appreciate it. Hey, let me know if you have any questions about these knives. Do you own this? Do you like it? What's your thoughts on it? I'd love to hear that. Hey, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting that like button down below? And if you've already hit the like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. Seriously, thank you if you do both. It does help the channel. Liking, subscribing, I'm serious, it does help. I've been trying to get to 10K forever. It looks like we're really close, depending on when you see this video. It may already hit 10K, maybe I haven't. And if we have, then thank you to you guys out there. Appreciate you. If we haven't, then we'll get there. We'll get there eventually. But liking and subscribing is part of the reason we get there. And because you watch videos, you enjoy the content, part of the live stream, man, this channel grows. It's able to do more things, and ultimately more things for you guys. So sometimes you get things like this to be given away, and that has a lot to do with you guys being part of this channel, enjoying the content, and hopefully finding what I share of benefit to you guys. If you guys haven't already, maybe also consider hitting that notification button down below as well so you can get notified of future content like this and other videos. And a big shout out to my channel members. I appreciate you do two amazing things for me. One, because of your generous support, you allow me to do things way sooner than I ever thought I could. And I am so grateful for that. Thank you. Thank you. And well, actually, firstly, because of your encouragement, I'm grateful. Just thank you for being there and encouraging me. Thank you. As a small way for me to say thank you to you guys, I want to do two exclusive things for members. One, brand new channel members, email me your name and address so I can mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. That's really genuinely a way for me to say thank you. Secondly, as with your membership, you're eligible for the once a month members exclusive giveaway. So each month we'll do the Budget Banger giveaway, but that 1 week in a month we'll do 2 giveaways, and you're eligible for both. Someone's actually won it. It'll do the Budget Banger giveaway, and then we'll do the members giveaway. Definitely a little nicer than the Budget Banger giveaway. Hopefully something you would enjoy winning or giving as a gift. It's my small way to say thank you. Thank you to you guys. I appreciate you so very much. Yeah, thank you. If you haven't already, maybe also consider checking me out over on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.